Happy Easter! We finally made it to, what is this, the third week now? And we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be reading you the Easter story.
Wait, so you're going to be reading the whole thing?
Yeah, actually, I am going to read the whole thing because it kind of is rhymey, and it's going to go over some of the parts. If you've already seen the first two videos, then you know some of these parts, but let's see if you can remember them. So here we go. The story of Easter. Jesus came to the earth to live as a man. He was one of us, a part of God's great plan. He taught us the truth and what God's love meant. Many people followed him everywhere he went. One day, on a donkey, he entered a great town. His followers all cheered, but some men wore a frown. These men hated Jesus and all that he had done. They were cross when Jesus said he was God's own son. Jesus shared a supper with all his closest friends. He knew his time on earth was coming to an end. He went into a garden late that night to pray. Desperate, he said, "Father, is this the only way? Something's going to happen." The men who hated Jesus found him praying there. They took him to be judged, even though it wasn't fair. They asked Jesus questions for a very long time, but could not find him guilty of even a single crime. When the ruler called Pilate wished to set Jesus free, many in the crowd shouted, "Hang him in a tree." Was Jesus hung in a tree? Let's see. Jesus was not guilty, but he was put on a cross. Just as God had told him, his life must be lost. There's Jesus, who's kind of sad. Suddenly, the sky went dark and everyone was scared. 3 hours later, Jesus died and all his friends despaired, which means they were sad. Some men took his body and put it in a cave. They rolled a stone, a big huge stone, across to make a sealed grave. On the third day, to everyone's surprise, the stone had been moved away and Jesus was alive. All this was God's plan, that Jesus had to die to pay the price for our sin, for all of our wrongs and lies. And so, because of Jesus, when our lives are through, we can live in heaven if we trust and love him too.
Wow, that was kind of sad and happy.
It is kind of sad and happy, but most importantly is it ends on a happy note. So when we say Happy Easter, we're not saying we're excited that Jesus died on the cross. We're saying what?
That we're happy.
That he came back to life. So our big idea is every Easter we celebrate Jesus' resurrection or him coming back to life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little story. We certainly have had some fun bringing it to you, right? And you know what? We've got more to come next week because you have a job to do. And do you know what your job is? I know you said don't put you on the spot. We all have a job to do, and we're going to learn what it is next time. So let's pray. Ready? One hand up, two hands up, put them together, put them in front of you. Dear Lord, thank you for Easter. Thank you that you gave us your one and only perfect Son to die on the cross for our sins. We are so grateful for everything you've given us. And now, parents, plug your ears, because we're going to say amen one time, real loud.